He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it on the left.
First fucking play.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Immediates and expedients.
Go up top right now. Play one.
Be
Be aggressive. We told everybody all week we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
That's the thing, MK. Even if
looking downfield on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the grab along the left sideline. You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Give to the running back. Stop is made at the 30. And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything in the name. Back to pass. He fires to the left side. And he ends the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forced it. On the run, fires down.
okay.
Working backs on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move. Turning it on.
Oh.
He's forced out of bounds. Football too in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the move. Him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole. And heads back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds. Catch. They're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs. You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off. Find space on the right.
Devon Jackson.
Defense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that person. Non-much are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David. They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national. No, it loses the ball from the huge game. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
All right.
He moved into position to score. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Touchdown, Rutgers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Stephen Murray.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch. Unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he. LA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll give it to the back. He kept those legs moving, got his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
What the hell?
On the shuffle. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on
Make
first
it.
down. It's with really good field position. Tight end now in motion.
Snap it, brother.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Probably had something there, but
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Scarlet Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option.
Owie.
Stopped at the 13 down from the 13-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Buys a little time. And he has a solid game where they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
Up the middle we go. Mike Thomas.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've
Teeing up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. This is intercepted. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot.
I need that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. You're going to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous.
Calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop. Got to
Timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The pitch to the left. They bring him down, but not before.
and get a first.
Yes. Yes.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stop 2nd down? Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped.
That's the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on.
Throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power.
Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. And the ball is caught. He's inside. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a pickup.
Moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bruins in the hurry-up. They'll Try the outside to the left. He's wrestled to the ground.
And win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a good coaching staff at this point based on how this game has gone. They're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after
So far in this game, now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return. This drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here comes the heat. 3rd down conversion.
Down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Complete to the right. They get him down.
Freestyling.
Important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cox.
Get in this situation down near the goal line. I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
The quick out.
Any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone.
Why don't y'all just look at the receiver?
Quick strike through the air for the score.
Oh, well.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but getting some momentum. Maybe this second half.
Late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for room. It's Green. He'll get it up to about the 30. A long way to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Murray. And good.
Early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On 4th down, going to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And they got...
And you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got it in the middle, it's Rocket. There he goes. The ball is down at the...
Guys, already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have it.
Forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Black. They'll mark him down at the 2 coming before halftime. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds up. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now with Knights, we'll kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Football's so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the pickup. They come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Expecting some short throws, some runs.
Yeah,
this play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to...
Breaks into the open.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Y'all want to be down.
He'll get that one
Yes, he
all
did
the way
have
down to
that
the... Was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And the pummeling has started.
Touchdown, niggas.
He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, that's good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Need to go to work. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Tried to move that, just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble.
Well, shit, he's got it.
He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch.
Version, guys. Let's go. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be heads back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll pick up the first.
You had 3,000 yards passing in a season. You might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone. Staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue.
Turning it on. They make the stop, but not the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped.
Yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And the punishment has been extended.
I don't think he scored there, but we'll see.
Didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Up on 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Touchdown, Rutgers! And the beatdown has ensued.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly.
Back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Fires to the big Falcons are marching down the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And he hauls it in.
The speed they have offensively, you saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. They'll stop him just short. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to run, it's Cox.
Sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down.
Cutting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The inside handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after
To get into a rhythm, you got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the
ends of the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll get him on the ground at the 4 on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I know you can play these.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much running room there.
Tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand. So,
oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him.
because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has...
And long. Quarterback making checks. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time he's got his man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board.
Early, didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the line. It gets down to avoid contact. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buying some time. And he's knocked down.
The game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is done.
Doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They want that clock to run. This junior making his for the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. On 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. And the right rotation with this drive from their own 15. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing.
Momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quickly to the tight end. Changing on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He wants a big play here late. Snags it on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And good coverage. The biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football. And
great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today. And man, did they go out.
GG's, Jay.
And they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be. And now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future. And they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very